Everybody, it's Tiffany with Ready Set Crop, getting ready to do a live process video with you tonight. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. I had intended to do a live last night and then realized it was Cinco de Mayo, so we did game night and had tacos and margaritas and all that good stuff. So I'm here tonight instead, so it's a good way to start the weekend, a little Friday night crafting. I have some pictures. My mom and I went out for lunch and ice cream last week, so I printed those photos. And I also pulled up a sketch. If you look on the Ready Set Crop page, a couple of hours ago, I posted the sketch that I'm going to be using. I just drew out a little picture of it. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining me. So I just drew out a sketch of the sketch so I can follow along. I am using the Lullaby Lane collection tonight. I have all of it with me, and I just wanted to use this so that you could see that, you know, it's meant for baby pages. I don't really have any babies in my life, but I love the colors and the patterns, and so I just wanted to show you, you can use these for things outside of what it's intended for. So this is intended for little girl pages. There's Lullaby Lane Boy that's lots of blues and greens and cream colors. And then there's kind of a just general Lullaby Lane that has greens and creams, really nice little patterns. I'm using the girl collection that has kind of the corals and pinks and greens. And I just thought that went well with the picnic table was green. My mom's sweatshirt is pink, so I thought that that would go well with that. I also have the stickers and I have the embellishments. So I'm not sure what I will use from this collection tonight, but I thought it'd be fun to show kind of a different way to use the papers. So let me pull out these papers and decide which ones I would like to use. Feel free to ask questions as I'm working on this. This one's really pretty. The sketch calls for like an outside paper and then an inside box and then a pattern that goes across diagonally. So I really want to look for two different pattern papers. So one that's going to be bent background and one that's going to be a diagonal across. And then I'm going to use a white square in the center. I like this one a lot. So I might use that. I'm going to flip through just so you can see. They're all double-sided, so you get one of each pattern. This is just kind of a pink, sort of looks like a fabric texture. And then these are little elephants on a grid background. I love grid backgrounds, that's nice. These green leaves, really pretty, with a darker green. And then this quilt pattern, well, this might work well since it's a page with my mom, and she's a quilter. And then this dark, it's kind of a little bit of navy, a little bit of gray. These little hearts, very sweet. And then this green polka dot, that's really nice. And then these kind of gumdrop shapes. And oh, those florals, that's really nice. All right, so kind of tough decisions, honestly, because I like a lot of these. But I think I want to use this quilt, definitely. So I think that will go across my page diagonally and I will get both patterns in there. And then maybe this green or maybe the heart. I think the green. I like that. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to go with. Hey, Gail. Happy Friday. And I'm going to take this, the cover sheet from the collection. It is printed on white cardstock, and I'm going to use that as my center square. And then I will put the rest of these papers aside. What I have been trying to do with my collections is completely use them up. Oh, sorry, we've got a cameo from my cat. That is Sugar Magnolia, and he loves to cause trouble in the craft room, as you can tell. So this is going to be my background, and I am going to trim this piece of white to 10 by 10. Going to get my trimmer that Magnolia so nicely knocked down. Pop my blade back, pop my cutting mat back in there. This is going to go right in the center of my layout. So I am going to trim 2 inches off each side to make a 10 by 10 square. And then this is a paper that I'm going to use to be the diagonal that goes across the layout. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sure there is a mathematical way to do this. I don't know what that would be. So I am just going to trim a corner off of here. Now, because I want the next piece to be the same angle, I gotta think about this a little bit. I might use my scissors. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to use my scissors and I'm going to eyeball it and not worry too much about it. So the other night when I was doing the live, this is my first kind of time being set up in my new craft space. And the other night when I was doing it, I wasn't seeing anybody's comments. So hopefully I will see comments tonight. Okay, so that's going to go across, not exactly where I wanted it to go, but that's okay. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have to do this again at another time to practice it, because this is not how it's done in the sketch, but you know, this is how I'm doing it here tonight. I want to trim an inch off of this side. I'm going to do that here. Let's see if this works. I don't know. No, that doesn't work. I don't know how to do this. I might just do it like this and not flip it, because that's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm veering from the sketch a little bit, but that's what sketches are for. They're just for jumping off points, to give you ideas. So I'm going to adhere it, and then I'm going to trim. And then I'm going to have to think about this the way they did this sketch, because they have a piece going diagonally across the layout, and it looks really cool, but I don't know how they cut it. And my brain just doesn't feel like doing the math right now. Doing the geometry of it. Hey Angel, how's it going? Thanks for joining me in the virtual craft room. So the live I did on, I think that was Tuesday night. You know, I was seeing people were just stopping in and saying hello, and then I didn't see anything. So then later on, I logged in and there were all these comments that I had missed when I was doing the live. So I apologize if I missed saying anything to you. It just wasn't refreshing on my end, but hopefully tonight it will. Because I like to be able to chat That's the whole point of being live, is that I can chat with you. I've got a little bit of adhesive on here, so I'm just kind of rubbing that off. I might have to fix that later. Okay, so I've got this piece here. Just deciding which angle I want it to go in. I'm going to trim my photos. As my usual, I printed my photos on 4x6 mats with, so they're 2 3x4 photos on each mat. And I do that because I like to do one-page layouts. I don't often do a 2-page layout anymore. It's just, just my personal style. And if I have several photos I want to use, if I printed them all at 4x6, it would be very, very busy, and I wouldn't have as much room for all the embellishments. And I know it's about the pictures, but it's kind of also about the embellishments. So I want to be able to have room for all of those fun things. So that's why I print my photos small, and sometimes I'll print them at 4x4 if I want a square photo. And I might not use all 4 of these photos. I don't really need the selfie of me because I'm already there. So I'll set that one aside. And I could use that in my day in the life. In the sketch, they have it kind of 1, 2, 3, like that. I think I will do this, this, something like that. That's what I will do. So I'm going to take the reverse side of this quilt pattern. That's this kind of dark navy. And I'm going to map my photos on this just so that they stand out a little bit from the background. Gives them a little bit of weight. So next weekend we have our May event. I am excited to see people there, and we'll be at Great Wolf Lodge. If you are not registered to come as a scrapper, you are always invited to come and visit. Come shopping, come see what a Ready Set Crop event is all about if you haven't been to one. We love having visitors. We will have myself and Karen will be set up with our Creative Memories shop. We also have Stampin' Up, Close to My Heart, and Kiwi Lane. So lots of things to shop for, lots of different goodies. And the vendors will be there. It starts on Thursday. The vendors don't always set up on Thursday, just depending on what their schedules are, but definitely Friday and Saturday. We do workshops. We have breakout sessions. We have make and takes. And then, of course, store prizes. We have loads of prizes that we give away on Saturday. So that's always fun. And we have a massage therapist that comes. And food. There's lots of delicious food. But if you're not registered as a scrapper and you're in the area, please feel free to come by. We'll be at the Great Wolf Lodge in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. And it's a lot of fun. And, scrappers are a happy group. And people are always happy to show off their projects. I've never met a scrapper that didn't want to show off the things they're working on or show you pictures of their kids or their vacations. We're a group that likes to share. Anybody have any fun plans this weekend? Mother's Day is coming up. I think we're going to be doing brunch at my house for Mother's Day, which will be fun. Okay, so I've got I have to glue this one down. Let me glue down my white. Stick this down. I have been scrapping this week with my daughter. She was home from college and wanted to work on her happy album. She does a summer bucket list every year in the happy album, which is like an 8x10 size. And she hadn't done her 2021 summer bucket list. She hadn't started. Well, she had started. I think she had like 3 pages done, but that was it. So got out all the stuff, and we've been just sitting at the kitchen table working on that the past couple of nights. She's been working on that. I've been doing my December album. I do a mini album every December with holiday highlights. So I was working on that. She was working on her summer bucket list and her happy album, and we've just been having the best week. And she goes back on Monday for the summer. She does trimesters, so she was just home for 2 weeks, but it was great to be able to scrapbook with her. And when she asked me the other night if I wanted to scrapbook, yes, of course, my answer is yes. Do I want to scrapbook? Okay, so I'm going to pull out the stickers and see what I have here that I might want to use. But I've got kind of my basic background done. And, oh, you know what? I want to add a border. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to pull out my border maker and I'm going to add a little bit of flourish along the side here. So let me show you that. So this is the new Flourish Border Maker cartridge, and then I'm just going to choose a paper that will go along here. Something that kind of offsets the other colors. I think maybe this green would be nice. Yeah, I'm going to do that green. I'm going to set my layout aside so I don't get all the extras from the punch on my layout. So you just pop this in, close down the magnet part, and then you just pop your punch in here. I apologize, I have a jiggly table, so if the camera is wiggling, I'm sorry about that. Grab all that confetti. So this one gives you, stays on the paper. It's not a chain. The border makers that are chains, you get like a separate piece when you're done punching. This one stays attached to the paper, which is nice. You can make frames with it. This one I'm just cutting so that I have a piece, and then I'm just going to tuck that behind my photos. Now it cut kind of funny right there, so where'd my scissors go? That's where I'm going to trim it. That makes that decision easy. Well, this is pretty too, the light green, but I wanted something that kind of stood out from the background. I'm going to tuck that in there. And I'm going to pull out the cards to see if any of them would work on this page. So a lot of these are obviously going to be baby related, but there's plenty that are just patterns that would go nicely with the layout. Like that's pretty. The wood grain. And then they're all double-sided, so you get some options. And I'm just looking for something that would work well. The pink might be nice. Something that I could lay my title on. Lots of good options there. I like this stripe too. This would be great for journaling, kind of lined paper. Teddy bear. Oh, that heart is pretty. I'm just kind of pulling out any that might work. I like that multicolored heart too. That's sweet. You are my sunshine. I mean, lots obviously that are, baby appropriate, but you can certainly find ones that you can use for other things. So I know in the stickers, I liked this love, and so I was going to do ice cream love because we love our ice cream in this family. So I think I'm going to just cut out this heart and then tuck it in here. I'm going to cut it a little bit on the outside of the heart so that you get the pink showing up too. So you don't lose all of the pink. I love to use the cards that come in these collections because they're great for journaling, they're great for matting photos. And then I do a lot with just making embellishments with them. So that's nice. I can put that there. And I can spell out love. And I'm going to write, we love our ice cream trips. That's what I'm going to write. I'm going to put this up on Pop Dots too. Grab those. We love our ice cream. Yeah, we were talking about all the different places. Murdoch's is opening this weekend, Mom. Okay, and so from this card that I cut out the heart, I am going to cut a square, and then I'm going to cut it in half. And just to carry this pink over to this side, and then I'm going to pull this up and tuck it right behind there as like a photo corner up there, just to add a little bit of color behind that photo. And I like to add layers of things, and this is a really easy way to add a little pop of color behind something. And I'm just using the scrap from that, and I'll do another one over here. I usually do like a 1x1 square, and then just cut it in half. And I'm just going to take my black marker that I wrote my title with, and I'm going to outline this square here. Yesterday would have been a good ice cream day. I was working. Every time I would step outside to do something, I'm like, oh, it's so nice out. It was gorgeous. Today was not as great, but Fridays are my day to get housework done. So that's okay that it wasn't nice out because I really need to focus on laundry and vacuuming and all that fun stuff. You know, Mom, I was thinking after brunch we might need to go for ice cream. You know, it's Mother's Day. How can you not have ice cream? So I think that's going to be it. I will add the date somewhere. Let me pull out actually the embellishments. I'm just going to pull these out and look at them to see if there's anything else I want to add because you never know. Add a little fun something here and there. Um, let's see what we have in here. This adorable elephant. You know, a lot of these are going to be very specific to babies. But this was April, so I could add the number 4 for the month of April. I could cut out just the sweet and put that there. And these would be great for cards too. If you are going to a baby shower or you have a friend that's having a baby, you could definitely make some cards with these. Now this I could use and just cover that part up, so I might do that. Well, there's another big heart that's pretty, a little onesie. Our journey, our journey to get ice cream. That's kind of funny. Eat, sleep, poop, repeat. That's definitely a baby thing. These are so cute. And then all these little enamel stickers. So I think I'm going to tuck that under there. Oh, there's little feet. So it says 4, probably for 4 months, but there's little feet on the back. That's cute. But I'm going to tuck that right under here. And then I'm going to write the date. It was last week, so I got to think about what the date was. April something. And then I'm going to add a few of these hearts because they are adorable. Add a gray one right there. Cute. So I'm going to do just my journaling down here. I can add the date here. So I'm going to write April and just figure out whatever the date was last week. And then I will be all set. A very a sweet ice cream page using baby papers. Um, so thank you all so much for joining me. And I will be back again next week. I hope everyone has a wonderful Mother's Day and take time to enjoy if there's nice weather and definitely get yourself some ice cream at some point. Have a great Friday night, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.